Hey guys, it's Megan. I shared on Facebook earlier that I was making baby back ribs for dinner and a potato casserole, and I said that I wasn't going to tell anybody how it turned out except for on my possibly on my blog or vlog or whatever tonight. So I made the baby back ribs in the oven. I cooked it for 2 hours and 45 minutes, although I probably could have gone an extra 30 to 45 minutes from there. I just took the rack of ribs, I lined a cookie sheet with foil and I laid it on there. I sprayed the foil down first with cooking spray, and then I put the ribs on there. I added some soul seasoning, some pepper, some paprika, some ginger. I think I did garlic and onion powder. I can't remember. And then I took another piece of foil and I sprayed the inside of that with cooking spray. And I took it and I laid it over the ribs and tucked it around it. And then I took and poked a bunch of holes around the aluminum foil on the top. And I put it in the oven for 2 hours and pulled it out and checked it. And I added just what I used was the Bullseye original barbecue sauce, and I slathered that stuff on there and let it cook for another 45 minutes. My side dish that I made with it was this potato casserole. It's cut up potatoes like you're gonna make mashed potatoes. And I don't usually peel my potatoes. I'll wash them, but I don't peel them. When I mash them, I have the peels in them. A package of Italian dressing powder mix. I took 2 medium-sized onions. They were, I think, yellow onions or small Vidalia onions. I'm not really sure. And I put them through a mini chopper, and I added a little bit of the Italian seasoning packet to the mini chopper as I was doing the onions. And then while those were being, put in the little mini chopper thing, I had the potatoes in a bowl soaking in water, and then I took a package of gluten-free sausage and it's just a package. It's not like the horseshoe. It's just got like 2 long ones in a package, and I sliced those up, and I mixed a little bit of Italian seasoning, pepper, excuse me, I might have added some garlic and onion powder. I use a lot of the same spices when I make things that sometimes I don't even remember everything that I put in it. And then I combined all that together with my hands and stuff, and then I took not the 9 by 13 inch glass pan, but it's the one size below. It's a rectangle. It's I don't know if it's like 8 by 11 or what it is. I'm not really sure the things. I just found one that it would fit. I probably could have put it in a 9 by 13 and spread it out. I might have used about 2 pounds, I would say, of potatoes, maybe 2.5 pounds. And I mixed all that up, and I put foil over that, and I cooked that for 2 hours, I would say. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, it was about an hour and a half, an hour and 34 minutes that was left on the timer from when I put the ribs in, and I put them in, and I set the timer for 2 hours, so it was an hour and 34 minutes left. When I put the thing of potatoes in the oven, I had everything at 375. I put foil over the potatoes, and I cooked those for like an hour and 34 minutes, and then I pulled them out, and before I put it in, I put like 4 or 5 big dollops of margarine in there to help soften up the potatoes and help, moisten it a little bit. So I pull it out of the oven and stir it around a little bit and put it back in for another 45 minutes with the foil on it. And then I did the same after I put the barbecue sauce on the ribs, and I cooked those for 45 more minutes. So then I pulled them both out and I let them cool for a minute. Usually when I do the potato casserole, it's usually a 9 by 13 or it's a 10 by 13 inch pan. It's usually a big pan. And I usually take and fry up some bacon, and I crumble it all over the top of it when I put it in there. And this time I didn't have bacon, so I just did sausage. Alright, the ribs turned out excellent. They were really good. But like I said, I probably could have cooked them a little longer. It was just my first time trying them. They're all gone. We ate them all. It was, total price for the meal was probably, let's see, $10 for the ribs. I'd say about $2 for the barbecue sauce and the seasoning, so we're at $12. $13.50 for the potatoes. We'll say $14 with the onions and $15 with the sausage, and maybe I want to say maybe about 50 cents, about $15.50 for the butter and whatnot. Still beats going to a casual restaurant and paying $19.99 for a rack of ribs per person. So for, let's say, 16 bucks plus whatever we had to drink, which was already here, so we've already bought it. So 17 bucks, and we got dinner for two. Although the potatoes didn't turn out as good as I'm used to. I think I just had too much onion, and I had too big of a pack of the Italian dressing. So normally it would have turned out fine. It's just I was in a hurry, and I think I probably put too much season in it. But the ribs were delicious. They were well worth the wait. I think I'm going to buy another rack this weekend at the grocery store. I don't know yet. Let's see. I did that. I was having some problems with just not being able to stay awake earlier, so I wound up sleeping the early part of the afternoon, so I didn't feel like I was getting anything accomplished, but it all turned out, and basically it was ready by the time a little bit after, let's say maybe within an hour after Jamie got home from work. He was a little late tonight, but he's not one of those that really expects dinner to be on the table as soon as he walks in the door. And a lot of times he's the one that usually cooks, even though he's worked a long day. That's just what he does. And sometimes I'll start something, or I'll help with some of the prep work. I got this piece of hair in the front of my head that just won't, I can't get it to cooperate to do anything. I don't know, sticks up, whatever. So he usually comes home from work, and either he helps me or he makes dinner and I help him. But it's been like that since we've been together for most of the last 3 years. Now, the 3-year anniversary of us being together ever is later this month, and it's on Father's Day, the 21st. Although we were, getting to know each other initially on the 18th of June, but we didn't have our first official date until the 21st of June 3 years ago. So I'm going to come up with something to make for dinner, or something, maybe a special dessert or something, and maybe I'll write him a note or something and just celebrate it. Usually every year we do something fun for it. Usually I think the last couple years it's been dinner and a movie, So I've got a credit on this site on our Roku box that we have called Vudu, and they have new releases, or I can pretty much find through Netflix and Hulu and some of those other places, we can find a good movie to watch. So we could have dinner and a movie, and since we already pay for the Netflix service or the online services to watch stuff, it's not free, but it kind of is. And the Vudu credits, I have $10 worth of credits, are from when we had bought some pizzas at Walmart. They were Marketplace, I guess, pizzas or something. Big, giant pizza. Like, you can, I want to say it's probably like a 20-inch pizza, maybe. And you just bake them in your oven and just kind of, we get this sometimes. And they're good. Although the last one we got was pretty bad. But it was $10, or either $8.98 or $9.98 for the pizza. And with each pizza, I got a $5 Vudu credit, which, depending on which movies you choose, it kind of covers, you know, one movie, maybe two per $5. So that's not a bad deal. And I just haven't had a chance to pick out anything good to watch. I'm just waiting for something good to come across that I want to see. So maybe we'll find something that night or something. Let's see. What else is coming up? We got 4th of July coming soon. And then after that, hopefully we get to take our trip. And let's see, then that'll be the end of July. And then we got August, September. In October and November, I think, somewhere in that time frame, they do inventory at Jamie's job, so that's usually a couple weeks lead up to that is pretty stressful. And then, I don't know, we're kind of almost halfway through the year. It has flown by. I don't know, we just kind of can't really plan too far ahead, although we have been doing some planning lately for things to do this summer. I really would like to take a trip to Florida maybe next year sometime. I don't want to go in the middle of the summertime, it's too hot. I'd love to go see the family down there. Just have to figure out what will work and everything. Although it depends on when Jamie gets time off of work, and I've been saying, oh, we want to come down for ages, but I think I've been inspired a little bit after going to North Carolina this month to visit the area and some friends and family, and Jamie's showing me around his neighborhood and the areas where he's from. So I think I'm inspired to do the same with him for down in Florida. But I told him, I said, if we take the trip down there, you're going to have to try to get like 10 days, because it's going to take us a day-ish, maybe a little longer to drive down and about the same amount to come back. And for us to be able to visit with family, 3 days is too short, because I figure if we take 2 days going down, meaning that we leave here, and about halfway we stop, spend the night somewhere, then get up the next morning, continue on our trip, get to Florida, spend 3 days and do the same thing coming back, that's 7 days. We need 10 days just because, it's nice to have a couple extra days. And I really want to go take some time and see my brother and spend some time with him, and I think that would be fun to do, but there's never enough hours, and there's never enough time. We used to take 30 days down there and visit, and it just seemed like that just flew. So, now doing it in a week's time, it's a lot more hectic. But it's not to say it can't be done. I've just got a lot of extended family down south that I haven't seen in forever, and maybe it's a cousin who's had kids, or it's an aunt and uncle, or just you know, cousins, and there's just so many people, grandparents and everything that's down there, that I just really want to go spend some time with them. So we will see what happens. Hopefully next year we can go, preferably a time where it's not going to be hard on anybody, because I don't want to come when somebody else has got all these plans, or, you know, isn't up to having family visit. So, yep. Maybe I can plan it around an Opry trip, a Panhandle Opry. I can plan it to where we can go see a show or something. I don't know. You know, maybe we won't come until the fall or something. It just all depends on how everybody's schedules work and how we're going to get down there and back and everything. So, anyways, I'm going to close this for now. Like, fave, subscribe to me. MeganShepherd81@gmail.com. That's MEGANSHEPPARD81@gmail.com. Email me. Ask me questions. I'll answer the best I can. Also, my husband's got a page. It's Lurch's Minions. I don't know if his name's under that or if it's under Lurch4297. But check him out, and he has more videos to come. He's just a little, he can't get out as many as I can because he's busy with work. So anyways, I'm going to go for now. I'll be back later. You guys have a good evening.